Best for last. We did the three-word game yesterday with the AFC. Today it's the NFC, where we believe you can describe every team's fate in just 3 words. Forces you to get right to the point. And here we go with the NFC three-word game. Dallas. Dak in saddle. Despite heavy speculation, Dak Prescott signed a franchise tag, second most passing yards in the NFL last year. The downside, he did it against bad teams and was 1-6 against playoff teams. An aging offensive line, like him or not, Dak in the saddle. New York, don't judge yet. Listen, last 3 years, they were 0-12 against the Eagles and Cowboys. It can't get worse with Joe Judge. He replaces Pat Shurmur, who's more of a coordinator personality than a head coach. I did think Daniel Jones was surprisingly nimble and efficient, and I did think they had a good draft, and I like a couple of their free agent acquisitions. So Dave Gettleman's not my fave, but I thought they had a very good offseason. Philadelphia, Hurt versus Hurts. Carson Wentz is always hurt, and they drafted Jalen Hurts. Both will play this year. They lost Brandon Brooks, one of the best interior offensive linemen in the NFL, but they acquired Darius Slay, who I think you can argue is the first or second best corner in the league, and that has been a problem position for the Eagles in the last several years. Washington, ride the RIVERA. Worst scoring offense and worst passing offense in the NFL, and they hired a defensive coach. The good news, Dwayne Haskins, last 2 starts, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 73% completion percentage. Take a deep breath. Let's give him 6 to 7 to 8 starts. Then we'll make judgments. Chicago must ditch Mitch. Last among all qualified quarterbacks last year at 6 yards an attempt. Let's be honest. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. He's a good kid. He works hard. He's kind of athletic. He doesn't let it go. And it's an Alex Smith thing, but he doesn't throw the ball as well as Alex Smith. Now, the good news is they have the easiest 6-game stretch to start the season of anybody, but it's not an easy division. Detroit, lying to themselves. Matt Patricia's not working. He's 9-22-1. It's not working. Matt Stafford's now an old 32, missed 8 games last year. They lost Darius Slay. I think Patricia, at the end of last year, lost the locker room. A lot of people like Detroit this year. I think they're lying to themselves. Green Bay. Can Aaron LA-FLEURISH, Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers, listen, Aaron's 37, gets more banged up. Passer rating last 3 years, under 100. Completion percentage last 3 years, declined. He's only got one weapon on the perimeter. That's why he was upset they didn't get a wide receiver. I think they're good, but not special. Minnesota, Minnie will Winnie. Listen, Kirk Cousins drives us nuts, right? Bottom line, Delvin Cook, star, had his best year ever. Offensive line, last 2 drafts, upgraded. Adam Thielen, 2 tight ends I like. And Mike Zimmer's an excellent defensive coach. We may think they have a low ceiling. This is a good football team. This is a really good football team. Good GM, good coach, capable quarterback in kind of a Derek Carr sense that we think there's limitations on letting it go. But Minnesota's well run. It's a good football team. They're going to win this division. Atlanta peaked in 2016. Since the Super Bowl loss, they're 24-24. And Matt Ryan got the you-know-what kicked out of him last year. He got sacked 48 times. This is their one great asset. Protect him, please. This is not difficult in the NFL. You get a good quarterback, draft offensive lineman, protect Matt Ryan. Todd Gurley's an interesting acquisition. It didn't work in L.A. at the end, but if you can get 65, 70 yards, Gurley's a pretty good pass catcher at running back, and he did play in the South, so he may feel like he's home again, and he won't have the innate pressure of that massive contract in L.A. So I do think Todd Gurley works here for this organization. All right, Carolina. Ready, Teddy, go. Teddy Bridgewater's 22-12 as a starter in the NFL. That's like 65% winning percentage. Okay, I know he doesn't have a big arm. Either does Drew Brees. This is a Christian McCaffrey, Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore, Matt Rule, decent offensive line. Now, last year, actually, their defense was kind of a mess. I think they're going to score a lot of points. I think they're rebuilding. I think they're going to be a pain. I think Matt Rule's going to bring energy. I think Teddy Bridgewater doesn't turn the ball over. I don't think they're a playoff team, but I have a feeling we're going to look up halfway through the season and they're ruining people's lives. New Orleans won last March. Breeze, 20th season. This is it. Then he's going to be a TV announcer. Malcolm Jenkins, Emmanuel Sanders, good pickups. I like it. Won last March. Joy thinks they're in the Super Bowl. A good argument to be made. Tampa found their treasure. All-time winningest quarterback, Gronk, Shady McCoy, Leonard Fournette, all engineered by the best quarterback of all time. He'll change the locker room, the intensity, the efficiency, the urgency. He is LeBron. He is beyond good. He brings so many leadership qualities to a team you just can't duplicate. Arizona, Murray up offense. Kyler Murray, Offensive Rookie of the Year. What I like, they do what Seattle hasn't. They kind of give it to him and say, let's go. It's your offense. Los Angeles, ready to resurge. Sean McVay, winning record, top 10 offense. Each year under him, let's not go crazy. If the protection's good, Goff has excellent weapons. I'll argue this. Best receiving core in the NFL. And Van Jefferson, the rookie, has looked great at camp. San Francisco, Shan the man, Mike Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, they run the football. 3 different players rushed for over 500 yards last year. They're 10-0 when Garoppolo throws for 275 yards, and he will. And finally, Seattle, for Pete's sake, stop running the ball so much. Russell Wilson, only NFL quarterback in history to lead his team to a winning record each of his first 8 years. Pete, throw the ball. Stop running so much. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.